What's up? Oh, we've made it to Eurowise in North Carolina, where we're gonna do a ton of work to this car. You see it now? Well, it's gonna be very different in just about 48 hours. So stick with us here. We got a lot of exciting things coming. I think you're gonna love it.
The guys at Eurowise don't mess around. They immediately pulled the car in and got all the parts ready to go.
In order to turn our 996 into a Safari 911, we need a couple of things. First off, we have fully adjustable coilovers from flat out suspension, and we have a few other things here and there, but we also have our special weapon, Mike from Eurowise. Mike is developing some off-road parts for 996s. So, take it away, Mike. Show us what we got.
We're actually working on some off-road products for the 996 chassis. One of the products being a subframe drop. Later on, we'll be coming out with skid plates, roof racks, and other proprietary items to the 996. For now, we are installing the subframe drop today on his car. And later on, we'll be installing the coilovers and adding skid plates and whatnot.
I'm very excited. You should be very excited. This is gonna be pretty cool, and the parts that he's gonna make, top notch. Let's get it done.
Like I said, these guys don't mess around. Within what felt like 5 minutes, all of the subframe spacers were already installed. I'm just hoping it all goes this easy.
I was gonna wait to do this, but we kind of have no choice. Here's a wheel reveal for you. You've been asking for it. I've been listening. Ooh, these are from Nomad, the Salt Convoys. And these are our gigantic tires. Hopefully, they'll fit. I'm now looking at them, and I'm not optimistic.
Yeah, the reason why we have to do the wheel and tire reveal now, Mike and the guys are not sure that these tires and wheels will fit. So we decided to go mock the wheels and tires up and see if we have any problems because, well, we're not sure if they're gonna fit.
I'm gonna now roll this across the parking lot. Check out all the cars that are here. There's a Gallardo, there's Brock's 996, one of his 996s is a Maybach, which I might be wanting to take across the country when this maybe doesn't fit. And there's an SV. There's some cool stuff here at Eurowise.
That Cayenne is sick.
That Cayenne is also dope. All right, let's get this back inside.
That might have been a more sensible off-road Porsche. We took the fender liner off.
Yes, the fender liner delete, a classic move, which should give us some more room, I hope. It's weight reduction for a lot more weight added on. Not that this is gonna be fast by any means.
Now we get to put the wheels on the car for the first time and see all the things we'll need to move in order to make these massive tires fit.
Slightly nervous, but we do have to make a couple incisions on the Porsche to make these wheels and tires fit. We knew it might happen, but now we need to do it. So this has to get cut slightly, and then a couple pieces in here have to get cut. There is a radiator in here that might need to be moved forward just so we don't hit it. On this side, we're a little better. Just a couple cuts in here and we should be good. But
the surgeon's masking it off.
Yeah, the master surgeon is here. I haven't seen a surgeon use painter's tape before, but that's reassuring.
I'm sorry, Q.
Probably won't damage the wrap, but we have to do it, so.
This is all still day one.
Yeah, we were up at 4 a.m. and it's currently 5.
It's not that late, but I'm just
not that late. Yeah. We're doing this for you guys, so there's some amazing content. Also, driving cross country should be interesting, but we need everything to fit. So This is a necessary process.
You can't drive anything across the country.
Oh man, he's falling asleep.
You can't drive anything across the country if it doesn't fit.
Or we'll just rub the whole time.
I mean, that's also what it sounds like right now anyways.
Yeah, this is just adding to the noise.
At least the key is pink.
Oh, he's busting out the saw.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Point
boy.
of no return. Do you give him your blessing?
I do give him my blessing. I trust Mike with everything. Oh, that's like...
It's like when RWB builds your car.
Yeah.
But worse.
I would argue better. He just doesn't chain smoking cigarettes with like a razor blade.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was honestly like with so much more patience than I have.
It's the correct value.
Yeah, we should make a competitor.
RWB.
Yeah, you just pull up to Costco, they'll take care of it for you.
You just see the smirk after he first cut the thing.
This is normally what we do. we decide that we can't do something and then we make someone way smarter than us do it. If you need any help, we're happy to do stuff though.
That's true. Doesn't mean we'll do it right. It's possible if we turn the wheel and we catch all these things, it just pulls. Yeah, and then we don't have whatever those do. Hopefully they're not important. It's okay.
As the first day is coming to an end, we're gonna do a few more cuts and tweaks, but to be honest, this is just the start of the work we need to do to get this thing together.
Day 2, Eurowise, North Carolina. We got a lot of work to do on the Porsche. That is just one half of Eurowise. We're actually working on the car over here where they're doing some building, a bit of a shop expansion. But we have a lot of work to do on the Porsche today. We left off, we were cutting some fender, we were clearing up some space for the tire. Now today, we need to do pretty much a bulk of the work because we only have one more day after this. So today, we're probably gonna put the suspension on, do a bit more cutting, try to figure out how to get these things properly fitted. We should be good, but again, you know, this time we do know a little bit what we're doing, which is unusual for us, but only because we have Eurowise helping us. Otherwise, we'd be a bit lost, and I don't think we get this done. So, we'll see if anything goes wrong. It probably will. It usually does with us. Yeah, Will agrees.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff to go wrong with what we're doing, so.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
If the good news is if anything does go wrong, we can just steal one of the cars from the parking lot to take across the country. I'm thinking the SV is probably my first choice, although it would be quite uncomfortable. But
I think I'd go with that G-Wagon. We can just tow the unfinished 911 behind us.
Perfect. So today, we'll see what happens. You're along for the ride with us. I have no idea. Let's get into it.
The first thing we have to do is take off the bumper so we can access the radiators. We're worried that with the tire size being so large, we might actually hit them, which could be catastrophic.
They are right behind where they're in front of where the tire is gonna be. And we're a little nervous that the tire might rub on that. So the plan is, if we can shift these radiators forward a bit, Mike thinks that's possible, then we should clear up some space, enough where we don't bust our radiators open. That would be pretty bad on a cross-country drive. But again, Mike's confident, I'm confident, if he's confident. So I think we should be able to do it. There is a substantial amount of space here. If you look, you can kind of see in my hand that there is some wiggle room. So enough to shift it forward at least a few inches. And that should be plenty for what we need. As we're working on the car, I'm getting more confident that we can fit these wheels and tires. Issue 1 was turning in, which we are solving by moving everything around. Issue 2 was rubbing on the front bumper and a little bit of this part. Cutting, that solves the problem. We know that we can do that on the other side. But problem 3, the unknown, is once we put the new suspension in, how much room will we have between the top of tire and the bottom of the fender? That's very important because if we hit a bump too hard, we'll just slam into this. And if we're driving and it rubs, you know, that's obviously gonna be pretty bad. 2 problems down and solved, 1 problem left to go. We won't know really until we get the suspension on, so stick with us here. Hopefully we can get that good. Should be all right though. I'm getting, again, more confidence, so we should see.
While the shop guys keep working on installing the suspension, Mike is designing custom brackets to move our radiator, and then we're gonna go make them. We headed over to the Eurowise manufacturing facility, and within literally 10 minutes, they had already fully built the brand new brackets Mike had just designed.
Not sure if you've seen any parts manufacturing before. I know I haven't, so it's cool to get a little behind the scenes of actually like making a physical car part. This is cool. This is what happens when you order something. Progress is being made. You just saw us manufacture this little part here, which is moving our radiators forward out of the way of the tire. Suspension is also pretty much fully in. The remote reservoirs still need to be put somewhere, but it is coming along quite well, and I'm getting less and less worried. So it's looking pretty good. We'll see if the tire rubs at all anymore. We'll still have to do some cutting on this side, obviously, but getting there.
So, we're measuring what we measured before, comparing it to what we have now. From the center point before, it was here at about 13 inches. And now it's at about 18. So,
that's pretty solid, I think.
We've got a lot of lift out of it.
I'm curious how that'll look.
Yeah, I think with some weight on it from the actual rest of the car, it might sink a little bit more, but still. 3-4 inches of lift alone from the suspension is pretty crazy because we're gonna get a lot more lift from the wheels and tires too. So,
this is gonna be
a serious off-roader.
It's gonna be a tall 911.
Yeah, it's gonna tip over if we drive it fast. I'm not joking. I really wish I was kidding.
I'm so excited to see it like all in and on the ground. You're probably more excited than me, honestly. But
the other thing stopping us from tipping is the fact that the tires won't have as much grip.
Remember problem 3? Well, problem 3, if you don't remember, was the top of the fender, or bottom of the fender to top of the tire. We were worried it might hit, but now, since we know that we have so much new lift from this suspension, we're actually probably not going to run into any issues. We do have a new issue though. Because of that, we might have reduced ride quality. The springs are preloaded pretty heavily, which means we've really tightened them down. They don't have a ton of absorption left. Explaining that in kind of crappy terms, but I think we'll be okay. Now my 3 biggest concerns are taken care of, so hopefully the rest goes smoothly. With these guys' help, it should.
Now, while the guys work on the car behind me, I have a question for you. Does anyone want to buy my S4? Because I think it's time to sell it.
Hey, I'm gonna join the conversation. Are you selling the S4?
Yeah, I mean, I've been honestly wanting to sell it for a while. I've got some cool cars I want, but I don't want to private sell it because private selling cars is the worst thing ever, and it sucks. I feel like everyone's trying to scam me.
Have you heard of Caramel?
No, what's that?
Ooh, guys. You probably know the pains of buying a car private sale. Will now understands that as well.
I hate it.
He's done that several times. Well, Caramel is going to change the way we all buy and sell cars. Hear me out. Trust me on this one. Let me explain. Let's say you find a car for sale on Auto Tempest or any other place a private seller might sell a car. You can use Caramel to send the seller an offer, and they take care of all the rest. They'll identify the seller, make sure they're real, identify the car, make sure it's real, and they'll also hold all the money in escrow until you get all the documents signed, which means there's no real risk. You no longer need to hand some guy cash in a parking lot, which is incredibly sketchy.
That's kind of insane.
Yeah.
I wish I'd heard about this sooner.
But that's not even the best part. This part is gonna blow your mind. Before, you needed to wait in the DMV line, which would be annoying. Now, Caramel actually does all the DMV paperwork for you, which means you can sit at home on the couch and wait for your license plate to come in the mail. They'll also help you sort out shipping, help you sort out extended warranties, financing, so you don't even need to sit on the phone calling shipping companies, working out all that stuff. It's a pain, I know, but they'll take care of it all. That's pretty great.
That's a game changer. I don't know how I've never heard of that before.
Caramel is not a car buying site itself. Caramel actually has no inventory. It's just for checkout. So if you find a car on cars.com, Facebook Marketplace, Auto Tempest, places like that, you can just use Caramel as a secure checkout. It's honestly the best thing I've ever seen. I'm jealous I didn't come up with the idea. And I'm not just saying that because Caramel decided to sponsor this video. I was so excited when they reached out. I'm just excited to tell you guys about it. You need to start using it. The link's down in my description. And honestly, I'm gonna use this for every other car because I bought this thing and it was kind of a pain. And now every future car I buy is gonna be with Caramel. It's the coolest thing ever. And you're gonna love it too.
Give you a hug or something. This is like the best idea, the best thing I've ever heard of. I'm gonna sell my car now. So if you guys want it, shoot me a DM. The S4 is officially for sale. And we're gonna use Caramel to get rid of it.
That's a mic drop right there. That's changing the car world forever. I just changed your life. You're welcome. While we're here, we thought we'd do an oil change as well because we are driving across the country and this oil has already got a few thousand miles on it. So probably a good time to get it done. And these guys can quickly bang it out. So hence the oil.
Not a bad shout.
I can give you a quick update on what's going on here. So we're still working on getting these mounted somewhere. We're gonna figure that out shortly. It's just kind of figuring one thing out at a time. The brackets are now, I believe Mike is putting them on the other side right now. So this is now moved forward, which is great. And the other one is getting the same treatment. Then we're gonna need to fiddle around once we get the wheels on. We'll have to do, I think, a little bit more cutting to the front fender. But once the wheels are on, this might not be its final ride height on in terms of adjustability on these coilovers. We might need to do some adjusting just to make sure that the suspension geometry isn't terrible. And we are definitely going to do an alignment because all of this changing and adjustment, the car would just drive terribly and we'd probably wear a tire out in like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So, and it would probably track all the way to the right and slam into a barrier or something. Yeah, so it's fun.
Almost there.
Just keeping you in the loop. A big reason we're able to get the geometry correct is these right down here. You probably can't see them, but these drop links, that is a vital part of this kit. And we actually got them last minute from FCP, who helped us out greatly. If you need any parts for your European car, make sure you check out FCP Euro. I will put them down in the description for you to make it easy. They have pretty much everything you could want, including these specialty drop links.
They really came in clutch for us, which we needed those desperately.
Yes, these are a big factor as to why we can do this. So huge shout out to FCP Euro. Those guys are the best. Their customer service is out of this world. Make sure you get your parts from them. They're the best.
Now we just need to make a few more adjustments, and then we should be able to get the car down on the ground for the first time. I hope it looks good, but I'm a little nervous.
All right, car's going down. First time we're gonna see it on the ground and see the ride height.
I am nervous. Oh my gosh. It's going down for the first time.
We're gonna see what we got going. Pretty good. That looks sick. That looks so cool.
That is a lot higher than I thought.
Yeah, that's substantial. I think
is-
my third worry is taken care of on that one.
That is a Safari 911 if I've ever seen one.
We have some clearance.
Oh my God, dude.
We could run over a tree and we'd be fine.
What do you think, Mike? Thumbs up?
Mike approved.
All right, now it's Mike approved. Oh my God, dude. I cannot believe
We're
it.
gonna fix this positive camber, I think.
Yeah. It's not aligned at all, but look at that.
But yeah, we
Yeah,
also have to do a little, that's gotta go.
Dude, this is like
Look close.
factory Cayenne like clearance. That's crazy.
That looks good. That's looking real
10 out of 10. I can't believe that's the same car.
good. That's sick.
Dude.
That is so cool. I'm gonna keep saying that.
God.
I'm always bad at reacting because I just say the same thing over and over again.
But it's so sick.
Comment what you guys think.
Yeah, let us know.
If you like it or you
If you
don't.
hate it, then don't comment, because we really like it.
Yeah, no negativity.
Yeah, we're all about positivity here, especially positive camber, which we have a lot of. That's because we're so positive, Mike. We don't need no negative.
It all went into our camber, all that
Yeah.
positivity.
Now, obviously, there's still a lot more to do. There's no bumper on the car. We need to change some stuff for the
The
alignment.
reservoirs aren't on. The reservoirs aren't on. The front bumper's not on. The alignment needs to get done.
Yeah.
The camber needs to be changed. The tie rod ends need to go on. But we're getting there. We're definitely getting there, and I am excited.
Look at this.
How could you not like that?
Literally. All right.
It's like becoming the ultimate adventure vehicle we wanted it to be. We can
know who
do
would
anything.
love that?
Dude, my dad would have loved that.
Oh
You can toss
my.
that in some snow, put your bike on top. You can do whatever you want with this thing.
This is incredible. This is the best thing I've ever seen.
Bro, the white wheels are fire. I cannot believe this is our vehicle.
We literally, and you too.
Mike did all the hard
We all
stuff.
killed it. We did the easy stuff of just picking the color.
Then we let Mike do all the hard work for us because we don't know what the heck we're doing.
We were just service advisors.
Yeah, let's throw that on.
Can't believe this is. And that's basically all for day 2 of building this car. We're gonna come back tomorrow morning bright and early, finish all of the rest of the little things, but yeah, we're almost there, and as you guys can see, it's looking absolutely incredible. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I'm so stoked. Day 3 at Eurowise.
What's up?
We're here. Say hello, gentlemen. We are here to finish the 911. Let's get to it.
All right, as Will just mentioned, it's day 3, which means it's the final day of working on this car, and we have a few things to do, so let me walk you through what we still got. First off, Mike is customizing these little shrouds here to make sure that they fit now that the radiators are actually moved forward. We also, the camber plates, we didn't really put them on right because we weren't really sure exactly how it would work, but we need to flip them around because right now we have some positive camber. We need to flip that over to some negative camber. We have to top off the oil, which we will do once the car is actually on the ground. We need to align the car, which is an incredibly important step in the process to make sure all of this works together, and I'm sure we'll do plenty of adjusting. We have some tow arms to install. We have just a lot of minor things. It's surprisingly getting there. Or unsurprisingly, because we have them. And me and Will definitely would struggle to do this in our garage.
Yeah.
But yeah, with these guys' help, it's kind of a piece of cake, honestly. So I'm excited about it.
The guys got to work getting the coilovers adjusted and the tow arms installed. While they did that, Mike and I threw the bumper on so we could finally get everything aligned. Just like everything else, Eurowise made light work of doing a full custom alignment. Now, we just need a few final touches and we should finally be able to actually drive the car.
We're almost done, just putting on a few finishing touches, one of which is the mud flap. And then I think we're good, which is surprising. It's literally been, 2 full days.
Now we just installed the mud flaps and
We've gotten it done. It's been like 2 full days maybe?
Yeah, 2.5 days.
Mike and his team were able to knock it out because they're professionals. Me and Will are not. But Mike, what do you think of the car?
It's awesome. I love it. We love the whole style. You know, it's not lowered 911 like you're used to seeing. It looks cool. Everything's fitting. The color scheme, the wrap, everything kind of flows together. The install went really smooth. Suspension goes on really easily. Wheels, tires fit. Everything's great. We just did a little bit of trimming, radiator relocation. Other than that, it was great.
He says that like it was so straightforward, but that's only because he's so much smarter than I am. But it's awesome. I'm in love with it. If you need anything, check out Eurowise. They're gonna be making some parts for the 996. It's gonna be awesome. You should order it. You should get a 996 if you don't have one already, because how could you not want one now? This is way cooler. Cut to the cinematic. Coolest 911 ever. I think we've done it.
That's really fun. Thanks, Mike.
That's cool.
I'm gonna give you a hug. Because this thing is sick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and we're not done yet. We're driving across the country now, and
Daily vlogs.
I hope it makes it now that I just did that. Bye.